What's up, guys? Welcome to Hollyscoop's Daily Rewind. I'm Madison Hill.
And I'm Courtney Revolution.
We've got a lot of tea to discuss. We're talking Megan Thee Stallion and G-Eazy, Kylie and Travis, and of course, Justin Bieber. But first, some fresh tea. We're going to talk about Johnny Depp. Now, this is something that we have been asked to repeatedly, I feel like repeatedly is an understatement, to talk about. So here we all go. New audio has leaked where Johnny Depp's ex-wife, Amber Heard, has admitted to physically hitting him. So on this tape, I listened to several snippets. Essentially, we hear Amber, admitting to the fact she did physically hit Johnny. They're arguing over what kind of hit it was. He says, "You punched me." She says, "You're being a baby. My fist was never closed." Then he talks about how if she's going to continue to get physical, they're gonna have to spend some time apart. She accuses him of being a baby, calling friends to save him. And she admitted on these tapes as well that she does get so mad that she wants to physically act out, which is why he's like, we need peace. This can't continue, obviously. So now that these videotapes have been released, there's been a huge campaign, Justice for Johnny Depp. It's a hashtag that's been trending on Twitter because at the time of their divorce, Amber Heard accused him of abusing her. So now all of this is flipped and now the truth has come out. Johnny Depp was canceled for a long time. People are saying, he now deserves a second chance. What do you think?
She's a liar.
Right.
Next.
Yeah.
I agree.
No, I agree
I mean,
too.
you can't go around abusing people and then turn around and say, he's the abuser. Especially if you would have the knowledge that the footage is out there.
Right.
If there's a receipt, there's really no point to lie because at the end of the day, receipts don't lie.
I think for me, the biggest takeaway here that everyone needs to keep in mind, and I know it's not going to change anything, but I wish it would, is that we are so quick to just believe one thing that one person says. We get on this cancel train, hashtag cancel Johnny Depp, he's over, all of these things before we actually know the story. And don't get me wrong, some things that come out about certain celebrities, if the receipts are there, they deserve to be canceled right away, whatever.
I agree.
But in this situation where it was a he said, she said, and the fact that everyone just kind of jumped on this bandwagon based on one thing that Amber said, I mean, now we all kind of, or I actually never was like hating on Johnny Depp, to be honest. I never really thought about it too much. But now everyone who was has egg on their face. Because look, you were supporting and uplifting this person who was actually the abuser the entire time.
This is where it gets tough because then it's like, well, she's a woman, so the next time this happens, are we to not believe the woman? Because there could be evidence that actually she's the aggressor.
And this is what freaking sucks. And this is what irritates me as well, because you're exactly right. Now, unfortunately, it's going to make it even harder for females to speak out and prove their point and prove themselves, because we have people like Amber who were one of the loudest people in this situation. And now the tables have quickly turned, the truth has been revealed. And I wish that people who do this type of thing would realize the severity of the consequences of their actions.
You gotta realize sometimes, Madison, when you point the finger, you got 1, 2, 3 pointing back.
You gotta make sure that you are saying the truth.
That's bad karma.
A very
all
bad
that
karma.
Cancellation that Johnny Depp has faced, however many years, it's all gonna come right back on her.
Yeah, and I agree. It makes me sad, and it makes me sad for future victims.
Yes.
It makes me sad for Johnny Depp, and it's just an all-around just horrible situation.
I agree.
I'm happy that obviously the truth has been revealed, but I still don't feel vindicated in any sense because there's still so much fallout from the situation that I still don't feel like anyone's winning.
We had a man's career smeared based off of a lie.
Literally.
That's no good. That's no good, Madison.
Hopefully he'll be able to rebuild. I don't know. It's definitely going to take some time. I think this will obviously make it easier, but it's still probably hard for him too, because he's like, I'm very cautious about what I want to put out in the public because you never know what can be used against you. So again, I just feel really terrible about everyone involved.
You never know who you're sleeping next to in the bed.
Very true, very true. Okay, let's move on and talk about Megan and G-Eazy. So G-Eazy and Megan Thee Stallion, you guys, sparked some dating rumors over the weekend. They had that PDA-filled Instagram story where G-Eazy was sucking on Megan's cheek.
Yes, he
was. And then he
was.
obviously posted her on his Instagram. But now Megan Thee Stallion is clearing the air. She tweeted early this morning saying, LOL, all right, now y'all got y'all jokes out, but I am not G-Eazy. And then when a fan asked then why was he sucking the makeup off her cheek, she responded saying, he liked Fenty with the shoulder shrugging emoji.
So, I mean, what we can take from this, Madison, based off of what you just told us and the audience, is that G-Eazy loves Rihanna.
He does.
And is that something to be mad about?
I don't think anyone would be mad about that because we all love ourselves some Fenty and Bad Gal Riri.
Yes, go on.
However, to make things a little more interesting, we've got to add this little part of the tea. G-Eazy's recent ex, her name is Yasmin, she's a model. She did respond seemingly to this whole situation. So Hollywood Life reports that after the video was posted where G-Eazy was sucking on the Fenty, Yasmin posted a gif of Nicki Minaj. She was laughing and she wrote mood and then she unfollowed G-Eazy. So, well, yes, Megan is saying like, I'm not hooking up with G-Eazy, I'm not messing around. Something in me still feels like something did go down over the weekend. Does it have long-term material or long-term potential? Obviously no, based on what Megan's saying. But I still feel like something happened.
My thing is just like, it sucks because it's only a moment. You know what I mean? We have seen like maybe like 3 clips throughout that night. One, G-Eazy's maybe cupping her booty. Another where Megan is like hanging on the bar at the party or the club, wherever they are. And then the third one where he was sucking on that jawline.
Right.
Now, how do we know that right after G-Eazy was filming them and she rolled her eyes like, and after he stopped filming, she wasn't like, boy, you so crazy, get off me.
We don't know.
We don't know.
Exactly. I think
he knew that.
The girlfriend or the ex-girlfriend having a reaction is adding more fuel to the fire. Because like I said, it could have easily been like, Megan Thee Stallion was having some libations, G-Eazy was having some libations, they were in the same place, they started to look good to one another, and no harm, no foul.
Yes.
And like I said, clearly they're not continuing anything. But just, I feel like the girlfriend having a reaction made that situation even bigger than it already was.
I just want to know, why, if you have a committed girlfriend, why you are sucking on Megan Thee Stallion's jawline and then posting it for the world to see?
That's the biggest question. I feel like Megan Thee Stallion was just having fun in this situation.
Yeah, that's like a slap in Yasmin's face.
Don't bring her into this drama. She was just having fun. That's how I feel about it.
Giddy on up out of here, Gerald.
Okay, let's move on and talk about Kylie and Travis, you guys. A new report from TMZ this morning. Kylie and Travis are reportedly inching closer towards a reconciliation. Sources close to the two said that Kylie and Travis were giving off major signs of being more than co-parents at Stormi's birthday party this past weekend. TMZ reports, quote, they looked more like the romantic couple they used to be. Kylie and Travis are reportedly walked in together, and they were pretty much inseparable, which makes sense to me because they were both there for Stormi. So obviously they want to make sure they're getting all the photo ops, but sources insist they appeared to be into each other, essentially gave the impression they're on the verge of getting back together.
There are different levels to co-parenting. You can have a co-parenting situation where, was it like True's birthday where Chloe was kind of like, not get away from my baby, but she was kind of like surprised when Tristan walked up on her.
And that was very fresh off the Tristan Jordan situation. That was very uncomfortable.
Kylie and Travis are still on very good terms. They're still very friendly. They want to paint the picture of we're still a family for Stormi, so why wouldn't they appear that way to everybody, including their child, at their child's birthday party?
And we've talked about this too. While they are broken up, I feel like they're probably at the level too where they've hooked up since they've broken up. That's just my own speculation, not confirmation. So it makes sense to me that there was probably some flirting. There was probably a few situations where people thought something might be going on.
Maybe.
I mean, also think about the environment. You're there for your child. They're having a few cocktails, they're having fun, there's all these family pictures. I feel like it's really easy to fall back into the routine that you once had.
Yes.
So definitely something to keep an eye on. You guys know we hear one day all the time, they're on the way to getting back together. No, they're not. So we're definitely gonna keep an eye on it. I feel like this might have just been them slipping into their old ways, but I don't know. We'll have to see.
Keep my eyes on that.
Yes, let's talk about Justin Bieber. The 5th episode of his docuseries aired. This episode is called The Dark Season. Basically, Justin goes into detail about his past with addiction, mental health, his Lyme disease. We really got to know a little more about, past Justin, how he started using marijuana at 13, then by 25 is when he really started experimenting. Of course, all of his turbulent times were documented for us in the public eye. He also talks about, how his security would have to come in at night and check his pulse, make sure he's okay. And pretty much that was his lowest point, and that's when he realized, I need to get sober, I need to get help. Started weaning himself off all by himself. That's when Hailey started to come into his life, once he started to get sober. And now we know he is in a much better place. You know, he's taking control of his mental health. You showed us his oxygen chamber. We saw Hailey be supportive over everything. I feel like this was a very important episode. I'm glad he put it all out there because this is the first time he's talked about it. We got to see him get IV therapy for his Lyme disease. But like you said, we can't let this distract us from the music.
I have a question before we get into our questions.
Yes.
Why do y'all think that Justin Bieber had to get help alone?
That's a very good
That's
point.
the question that I would like to know, because we always hear Scooter's really been there for me, and Scooter's like a father figure, and Scooter, kick, push, razor. Why didn't Scooter help Justin get help sooner? That's my question.
Right, and maybe it was a thing where Scooter had tried and Justin didn't want help, and so he had to kind of wait for Justin to take initiative and Justin to be in that place. I don't know, or it could also be a thing of Justin was still making money, so I don't know. I don't know what it was.
That's my biggest question.
But that is a good question.
Why y'all didn't help him?
That is a good question. That is a good question. But now let's move on. I'm ready to hear what you guys think about all this, and Courtney's ready to hear what you guys think about all this. So let us know, what is your reaction to this Johnny Depp and Amber Heard news? Are you happy the truth has seemingly been revealed?
The truth will always set you free.
Very true.
What do you think about Megan Thee Stallion's tweets about her relationship with G-Eazy? Do you feel like there's more to the story considering how G-Eazy's ex reacted? And
don't forget to let us know what you think about Kylie and Travis and the latest episode of Justin's docuseries. Let it out down below, you guys. Don't forget to tune into the Morning Tea tomorrow, 8:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. In the meantime, you can shop the Hollyscoop store, subscribe, and click that notification bell. We'll see you next time. Bye guys.